Take my breath.
Yo, what up? This your boy Kenneth Stones, aka Coffee Weaston.
This your boy DOE, Good Brother Bowl.
And we are the Dirty Hills. You already know, man, you tuning in to 11:30 podcast. Not 7:30, but 11:30.
Dude, that's my job. Not 7:30, but 11:30.
Yeah. And you have been Dirty Hills approved.
You're now listening to the 11:30 podcast. Enjoy the show.
I'm from the city, DC, that's where I'm from. 11:30 podcast, Dre and Wilsey is the one. Let's get it, yeah. Who with me? Let's get it, yeah. No with me, yeah. I'm from the city, DC, that's where I'm from. Let's get it. 11:30 podcast, Dre and Wilsey is the one.
Yo, what it do, everybody, man? We live here on the first live episode of the 11:30 podcast. What's goody, man? Yeah, man. You gotta put in the sound effects and all that, man. Hey, yo, man, appreciate everyone tuning in. Episode 199. Like I said, man, we live here on Facebook, YouTube, Instagram, you name it, man. X, I appreciate everyone tuning in, man. It's gonna be a real exciting show, real fun show. But before we do all that great stuff, man, if you're new to the show, if you're new to the podcast show, definitely do me a huge favor. Hit that subscribe button down below, you guys, man. Like it, leave a comment, and share it. Do all that great stuff. And don't forget to follow the 11:30 podcast on all social media platforms, you guys, man. All right, now that's out the way, man. Yo, I'm excited. Before we get into all the great stuff and also my guest, you guys, man, this is episode 199, like I just said a few moments ago. We're on the road to 200 episodes of the 11:30 podcast, man, which is next Wednesday. This coming Wednesday, it's going to be live on Facebook, YouTube, and Instagram, like we live right now. So, man, it's a huge celebration. Been doing it for 4.5 years, so I appreciate everyone who's definitely been rocking with the show, rocking with the podcast, and all that great stuff, man. But yo, I'm not alone on this week's episode of the 11:30 podcast show, man. Live, yes, man. I got some cool guests that's joining in on this week's episode, and this week's episode, man, is the Beyond 11:30 edition of the podcast show, man. Beyond 11:30. If you guys don't know what grown folks are talking, well, we talking current events, relationships, parenting, grown folk talk, sex, you name it, man. And so I'm gonna bring on the crew back when we was doing it earlier this year in January, and the season finale wrapped up in March. And I got an announcement for Beyond 11:30 coming up later on in the show. But my guest, you guys, and my co-host for real, the game that was joining me on Beyond 11:30 this season, Harley, the beautiful Harley. What's going on with you?
Hey, good, it's good. I'm happy to be here. Looking snazzy in here. We got the intro and it there before. I was like, okay, come on now, so. But yes, I'm happy to be here.
Hey, I appreciate you. No problem. No, I'm happy to have you here on the podcast show. It's going to be wonderful. I see you doing your thing and making wonderful stuff. So, you know, I got my eye on you and you're doing wonderful. Also, you guys joining in, my bro, one of the commission guys, the host of STR and the Beeline Entertainment. My guy, Brian B. Man, let's bring on my guy, Brian B. Man, what's going on with you, partner?
What up? What up? What up? What's going on, guys? Early, bro. I'm not used to being this early right now.
Yeah, it's a little
Loving
early.
it.
I appreciate you. I appreciate you though. Taking the time out and coming on the show, man. On
Oh
the
yeah,
11:30 podcast show, man. How's everything? How's
definitely.
everything?
Going good, man. Had an action-packed day, man. Just got done cleaning out the backyard. Man. I'm getting ready for summertime, man. You want to go out in the backyard and chill out and have a nice, clean, fresh backyard. We got a gazebo back there. About to put a fire pit. About to put a barbecue. We got a new grill.
Yeah.
About to go down, bro.
Hey,
Period.
that's what's
For
up.
real.
Hey,
For real. For
hey, you
real.
got some plans for the weather, man.
Yeah, man. It's starting to get nice. You put your we got a big space. I like parties and shit, man. So I love having stuff on and having a reason to celebrate something. I'm definitely gonna be cooking some food and playing some music and chilling out.
I love that.
Okay.
For sure.
Hey, that's what's up. That's what's up, man. Look at man. I appreciate you guys, man. Taking the time out and coming and vibing with me on the 11:30 podcast show this
Oh
week.
yeah.
First time I was telling Brian yesterday. The first time I'm doing the 11:30 podcast show live. Obviously did Beyond 11:30 and Talk Pro Wrestling. So yeah, man. The nerves has definitely been going all day, and since we haven't, really been on the same podcast show all together, minus Charnel, I think she's gonna be running late. If not, she might not make this one. But you guys, man, how has life been for you guys, man, since we last talked? Because I know when I told you guys, man, yo, we're gonna be doing the episode, and I know Harley was definitely like therapy is back. So,
Hey,
what's been going on? How's been life? Definitely been lifing for you guys.
life has been good. I have been being a lot more consistent with my craft, so I'm happy about that. I actually go live every weekday now on my Facebook from 4 to 6 p.m. Central Standard Time. B, if you're talking, we can't hear you. Okay, you're good.
No,
Okay.
my bad. I was talking to the wife. Talking to the
Hi,
wife over
Steph.
there.
Hey, girl.
Talking to the wife over
Yeah,
there. My bad. Y'all was talking to me? My bad.
No, we were just making sure you wasn't talking to us. But no, life has been good, y'all. I've been being consistent. I feel like the brand has been growing. Really just been doing my thing, living my life. I feel good.
For real.
okay.
For real.
Okay. How about you, B? I know we keep up on a weekly basis and stuff. So
Oh yeah.
how life been
Yeah.
lifing for you? Since
I,
the therapy session has took a break for a minute.
Yeah, you know what? And the therapy session is one of the reasons why I changed a lot of things that I'm doing on my shows, man. I'm literally, like I said, I host my web show on Tuesday nights. I do it by myself, and I love it. I've had a couple people come on. Actually, IT Tiff, she just came back on one of the shows we just did recently because she started off like coming on and was on every show with me and stuff like that. But because of the therapy, like just being able to talk and speak freely and clear my head while I'm talking, because of Beyond 11:30, I'm not gonna lie to you, it motivated me to get back to that lifestyle. But yeah, we've been doing a lot of shit over here, man. We got a new website, we got a lot of stuff going on. I'm getting married. I didn't share this with
Oh
you guys.
wow!
Yeah, we getting married on the 16th, man. We're gonna have
Congratulations, man.
Oh, this
thanks,
month?
bro. Yeah.
Father's Day? That's so lit.
Oh damn, I didn't even realize that was Father's Day. I'm
That's
tripping.
Father's Day. Your wedding is Father's Day.
That's our anniversary too, so it just happened to be
That's
this
so
It
shit.
is.
congrats.
Thank
I'm
you,
gonna
thank
get
you.
Are you nervous about it? Are you
I
are you
mean,
nervous?
it's weird. I don't really get nervous, so it's hard for me. It's hard to make me feel, but I'm excited. We're not doing like a huge wedding. We're actually just getting married, but we're gonna be doing the celebrations are gonna come a little later in the year. But she wants to be married. I want to be married. It's time, so we're gonna go make it official,
I
and then
love that.
yeah, we're gonna go take care of other business later. But yeah, I'm excited about it for real.
Congrats.
Thank you, Brittany. Yeah, for
Hey,
sure.
that's awesome, man. Definitely awesome, man. I know me and fiance, we definitely been sort of common law married for about 11 years now. So I know when
Oh
you've
wow,
been
yeah,
together. Yeah, we've been together for 11 years now. 11 years. Next year will be
awesome.
12. So we got a little man. So I know what that definitely feel like. I know for us it's a little definitely complicated to do that, go down the court and all that. But hey, we've been together for a while, so hey.
Yeah. Yeah, and that's why we literally the conversation was like, like I said, just like I just said right now, like I love to party, I love to do different stuff, but it's one of those things where it's like we just started talking. We're like, yo, if we spend all this money on a big wedding and do all this stuff, this big thing, yo, we could literally go somewhere. Like we can, and that's what we want to do. So we want to, the money that we have, we're actually going to plan a trip. We're going to have a nice celebration, like a little event hall,
Yeah.
around like maybe like September, closer to the winter months where it cools down. We're gonna have a nice little celebration with the family, and then we're gonna go on a trip, man, and just go somewhere and enjoy life with the whole family, the whole kids.
I
We've been together for
love
7 years.
that.
We
Yeah,
straight.
Gucci
Like,
told me to stop being a hood rat. He's gonna ask me to marry him, and if I say no, he's just gonna be done. He's like, I'm not
uh
playing
oh,
with. No, I'm
you
joking.
got
He's,
you got
he's gonna officially propose this year. So I'm a person. I like private stuff, no matter how crazy and loud I am. And so
yeah.
I've always told him, like, before you make a grand gesture, literally ask me to marry you in the house. So he's done that.
Mm,
He did the cute little moment where he asked me, like, do you want to spend the rest of your life with me? And I'm like, yes. So he's like, okay. So now I'm gonna ask. You gonna say yes, yes. And so
that's
that's gonna
awesome.
happen this year.
That's
Oh,
awesome.
okay.
Yeah, man.
So if he just surprised you, I think would it caught you off guard?
It probably would have been a no. I'm very controlling. And I don't.
Okay.
I gotta know there's something coming before it's coming. Before it's coming.
Yo, let that man have
Oh
his
man.
surprise,
Hopefully
yo.
he, wouldn't do that in public.
He's
Yeah,
still
man.
fine.
Yeah, and I know you said, you were like in private though, but if you did that in public
Yeah,
and you said no, I
Yeah,
would have
no,
been like,
he
oh
still
shit,
find his ways to surprise me, but he just knows some things are like non-negotiables. And it's like
yeah.
for me, I just gotta know certain things coming. Like, don't give me no surprise birthday parties. I don't like stuff like that because then you gotta be too secretive and you gotta be too weird to me leading up to the surprise birthday party. So ain't
Mm,
nobody talking to me about my birthday. All y'all turning to y'all head to the side, bro. I cuss everybody the fuck out of here. I'm not gonna play with y'all. I'm
that's
not gonna
true.
make it to the surprise because
That
y'all
is
too
true.
weird. I
Yeah.
can't do
Yeah,
it.
I don't play that shit either. Like I'm one of them outward people. Like if I feel like anything's weird, and I'm very like intuitive. Like I don't need you to tell me what the fuck is going on for me to know what's going on or something's going on at least. I'm gonna feel that shit, and if I feel weird, I'm gonna call it immediately. I'm not quiet in that way.
Yeah,
I'm
me
like, yo,
too.
what the
And I'm
fuck is
gonna
going
shut
on,
down.
yo?
I'm gonna
Yeah,
shut down. So now I'm finna fuck the party up because y'all want me to come outside and I'm not leaving my house. So unless the party finna come to my door and knock on the door, you gotta tell me that it's a party coming.
for real, for real, for real. What
hey,
about you, Dre? How's shit been
that's
treating
what's
you,
up.
man?
That's what's
Period.
man. And that's literally what I'm about to get into, man. Been obviously doing dad things, man, and being a dad. Obviously, 200 about to be celebrating 200 episodes of the show, which is totally
Right,
fine,
man.
putting that together. But I think, with me right now is just, balancing, yeah, balancing, life, trying to pursue different, stuff, and it's the same way actually for, my fiance, and then, actually be a parent, because
Yeah,
shit, whoever said, someone said gentle parenting, man, is gentle parenting, is the way actually to go. And I was all for it, and I'm still is. But when you got a little 2-year old running rapid around the house that don't want to listen and everything,
nah,
it's just it's so interesting though. But
yeah,
besides that, man, that really just been it, just trying to um balance both of them. And then obviously when I'm not podcasting, like we rolled down the street, went to McDonald's, got something to eat, and his nieces and nephews on his mom's side definitely come over, every other weekend, and my sister brought our kids over this weekend, so definitely doing that. But I think that's just the main challenge now, getting the turtle twos, and he's about to be two next month. So
oh yeah,
yeah,
that's right,
that's
man. Time
that's
goes
that's
fast, man.
it does. It
Shit
does. It
crazy.
does. And I see so much, different stuff about, trying to, be a parent. And yeah, a lot of people can sort of tell you and, give you advice, but it's nothing like, going through it, yourself and being in it and learning from your little person though, because it's sort of, well, I ain't gonna say sort of, it warms my heart when, he'll come into this room and there's so much stuff plugged up. You got the light, computers and stuff, and I'm like, hey, please don't touch nothing. But how he come in
Yup.
here and put the headphones on, he put the hat on, and he sit and imitates me, and I think that is so awesome and stuff,
Yeah.
because he's getting older, and he's only around us, and stuff. So it's like, woo, you gotta make time. This what I was telling Harley earlier, trying to make time for yourself. That's the thing.
Yeah, that's listen, just like I just said, man, I literally have been doing the show, and I've been working a lot doing different things. Like I said, the website, and making time for yourself is crazy important, man. Baby, that my husband, okay, papers are not. That's right,
Period,
tell her.
Bree. Period, Bree.
Tell her what it is. You know she gonna call that shit out.
I do the laundry and my husband. We just gonna
fuck
have
that.
a party in a couple of years. That's it.
right.
That's
I
what
know
I'm
that.
like, I'm not in no rush. This is my husband.
I felt the same way, yo. I felt the same way, but
I'm like,
I know.
I watch his draws. This is my husband. But
Yeah,
if y'all
yeah.
want me to put a ring on,
Yeah, man, it's an interesting conversation. I mean, that part's an interesting conversation because sometimes, I mean, I know for me, I felt the same way, but I knew that, I know the commitment is different still, like, for some people, but I feel the same way. It's not like huge to me, but I understand. I'm not gonna act like I don't understand. You know what I mean? But at the same time, it's like Dre, what you were saying about making time for yourself and kind of just like really, making sure that you're doing everything you can to pay attention to what you need to get done for you, and even if it's just playing a fucking game for a minute, man. Like, people like to act like, oh, kids are important. You're a father now. You have to change your. Nah, fuck you. Like, I don't change nothing. Fuck that gentle parent and shit too.
Yeah, that's what I'm getting. That's what I was getting into, And I know, growing up, how my mom was a single mom, and I barely had. Well, my dad went in my life. I had a stepdad and everything, so I know how it is for a woman raising 4 kids, and it's like, hey, sit your ass down when one climbing on the dresser, the
For
other
real.
one underneath something, and you got the other kid in the room with the Vaseline all over himself. So.
not Vaseline.
Yeah,
But
my
it's
man did that. Go ahead, Brian. I'm gonna tell you that
he
story.
did. He got the Vaseline and shit wilding out.
Yeah. I was trying to tell you guys that story one time, but it was actually Mother's Day, and
Oh shit.
my fiance ordered something to drink, and she told me to go downstairs and go get it, and it was taking so long, and I said, shit, man, I'm going back upstairs to figure it out. What's up? I don't know why I ain't took her phone. I get back upstairs, and when I turn the corner, getting off the elevator, my mother-in-law is literally got her head out the door yelling, Amir. And then I literally, like, my heart is beating out my chest. And I'm like, what the fuck what did she just say?
What he
And
do?
then she
Yeah.
opened up the door again, and then she was like, is Amir out here? Is Amir out here?
Yeah,
And
that shit
I'm
right
like,
there,
oh my
man.
goodness. So there nobody watching and everything like that. And babe, she cooking chicken. My mother-in-law, she's watching the other three. But yeah, he's in the room in the corner and playing in the ointment. Got it all over his face, got it all over his arms, his hair, his everything, every
Oh
single day.
shit.
So I
That's what
was
they
like,
do.
yeah,
That's what they do.
yeah, I know. That was a story to really tell. Like, yeah, I had to calm
Yeah.
down after that one because I thought,
Oh yeah.
it really shocked me. I was like, where the hell he at if he came out here? Because I mean, like, you really couldn't go nowhere. But I was like, really? Well, yeah,
Bro, that's the
that's the thing
terrifying.
about being a parent.
You saying that shit right there. I had just watched this show. I don't know. It might have been just a quick video, but it was like a baby. It was recent too. It was like a baby. It was like walking down the fucking street, man. And it passed by like a barber shop or something like that. And then the barbers came out and they like grabbed him and shit because they he was just walking on the street. And then the cops came and got him and they brought him back to his mom. And his mom was like, "Oh, I was taking a nap," and the kid just opened the door and just walked to the house, bro. Like, that's one thing. Let me tell you something. I ain't never had to deal with that shit in my house. Like, I tell them, but I'm honest with my kids, yo. I don't bullshit them. I don't bullshit them at all. Like, my 13-year-olds, like, wait until they're 13. Like, you talking about 2? Listen, bro, I'll be ready to fight my son at this point. Like the way we like, our shit lately has been real rough, man. He's starting to get that attitude, and he's taller as he's almost as tall as me now, basically. So it's like he's starting to get his attitude really. And my daughter's the same way, but she's a little different. But then I got my 5-year-old. She running around and she's super active, but because she's around the 13-year-olds, she's growing faster. You know what I mean? She's talking, a lot more than most will. So, but when I saw that shit and I was like, yo, my kids, the reason why I tell my kids everything I tell them directly is because I don't want them opening the door and, oh, let me go explore outside like Dora and shit or whatever. You have to keep it real with your kids, man, because at the end of the day, they know what they're taught. So if they're scared to open that door and get involved in some shit before when it's too early for them, that's what they're supposed to be. I tell my kids, like I think I said this on even on Beyond 11:30. We go out first because you don't ever know. Could be a dog out there. There was another video, not to talk too much, but there was another video of a little girl coming home from school. I know y'all had to see this shit. And a fucking raccoon. It was a rabid raccoon.
Yes, I saw
You
it.
saw that shit, right? Bro,
Yes.
that shit put a new fear in my ass that I ain't never knew existed, bro. That raccoon was attacking that little girl. The mom came out and grabbed it off her, was holding it, had to throw that shit. If that shit happened to me, bro, I'd probably shoot myself in the fucking leg because I'd be trying to murder that thing, yo. That shit was
Damn.
crazy, man.
Now
You gotta be
Yeah.
careful, man. You gotta be careful.
You do. You do. You definitely. No, you definitely do got to be careful. And I think with us as parents though, and like you said, you said 13-year-old,
Two 13-year-olds and a 5-year-old.
two
Man.
13. Wow.
I need,
Okay,
I
yeah.
need a babysitter club or some shit. and
Oh, man.
is she gone? And maybe one more on the way. Yeah,
Okay. All right.
for real.
Hey, that's what's.
She
And
don't
I
want to talk about it yet.
a lot.
Yeah,
I love my turtles a lot. But I mean, I'm a bonus mom, but I feel like being a step parent is more so like you could. Well, sometimes you can be the fun person, but sometimes you got to be the bad person because sometimes parents be weak for their baby, and I be like, y'all had them, I didn't. This don't make no sense. We got to pull it back. But I think being a part-time parent is really cool. That's really my only parenting experience is like unseeing part-time mom, and I know that doesn't compare to being able to not say like not today or can somebody else get it. Like when you don't have that option, I understand that like that's a whole different ball game. So I don't ever weigh in on just the parenting thing because I be telling people like all of the kids that stay with me got an expiration date. I know you're going somewhere eventually. You know when there's an expiration date, I can't tell you how to regulate that.
yeah, you're right. And like you
Nah,
said, Dre,
I-
even with the gentle parenting, man, the gentle parenting, like, I mean, you want to have that idea, like, I'm never gonna do this, and I'm not saying beat your kids, because, my son, when he got older, I pop him a little bit, maybe I pop him in the chest, get your shit together. But my daughter, I don't never touch my daughter, man. I love my little 5-year-old, forget about it. And my other daughter, that's my stepdaughter, so it's like, I just treat her according, and it's like, but I go to mom's like, yo, she needs to be dealt with. It's like that simple. Like Harley was just saying, like, yeah, I'm not gonna do it. I don't have her call me dad. No disrespect, yo. She knows she calls me awesome sauce, and she got her dad in her
Awesome
life, and I
sauce.
explained to her.
I love that. I remember
I
you.
love it.
I told her, right? I told that story.
Yeah.
He calls me Harley. Well, he calls me my birth name, but he calls me my first name. I'm not that person. Like I don't like to force kids to do anything.
Me neither.
Like, that's so weird to me. Like even when people try to make him like tell me Happy Mother's Day, I'm not a mom. I'm a mother figure, and I will fully accept like the love that comes with being a mother figure. But don't go out of your way to make him tell me Happy Mother's Day. Like, no, he has a mom. She's doing an amazing job, and I don't ever want her not to be doing an amazing job because I don't have kids on purpose. So it's like I need her to always be doing a good job because I need this to always be a co-parenting situation. Now, if it ever comes to the point that my man has to have his kid full time, of course I'm gonna do what I need to do. But if I don't have to make that an option, oh baby, I go out of my way to make the baby mama's life very comfortable because I know getting a kid up every day is not easy. And if that kid has my man's attitude, it's not easy. I already got one of those in the house. I'm not gonna put two of them in my house.
Yeah, I feel that. I definitely feel that.
I definitely. And from how you were saying how some parents, some moms too, some dads I did too, just had that weak spot for their child, and I think maybe it comes well. I know from my perspective, his mother, everybody got we at least all the ladies that's in his life, his mamas, his aunts, his nanas, and especially his mama, they all weak for him. He sit there and he'll want something, but really he want to just get down. He want to get down and terrorize stuff, and just I'd be like, look here, you gotta be have some balance in between because I feel like especially with him, he'll sit there and she'll tell him to do something or tell him to come in and be like, Damn, dog, I don't feel like I should have to sort of intervene in this where, you telling them to
Yep.
sit down and, I don't want to have to say something all the time because, what if I'm, at the store or whatever like that and
Not
then you
there,
tell them to
yeah.
come here, sit down. Yeah, not there and it's a situation where you need him to come here or sit his ass down or whatever the case may be. And it needs to be like that. I'm all for it because, like I was saying, growing up, of course, I'm pretty sure we all, had a spanking or two. But
Oh yeah.
obviously, I was like, of course, I was that person. I never with my child, never, never. But until you have a child, you can get in that positions and and pop him and be like, he sit there and look at you and just smile. I'll just be
Yeah.
like, I don't know what to do.
When they're young, it's hard because it's like they're still cute
Yeah,
and they're still gentle. You know what I mean? But it's like, when they start getting a little like 2 is the age where I don't think anybody should be getting beat. You feel me? Like I got my ass beat. I
oh
was
yeah,
fucking bad though. But it's like I don't think anybody should get beat. You know what I'm saying? But it's like a couple pops here and there, man. That thigh, the side of the thigh right there, that pop. It's a wrap. You know what time it is. I told you to sit
yeah,
your ass down. That's it.
I'm in a very
I say that to him.
my
He
mom.
look at me crazy.
So I've only physically been hit by my mom twice. Now my other siblings they got it, but that's because they were a different kind of hard head. See, I was a kind of hard head that was I feel like I was a palatable hard head. Like if you told me to get 2 cookies, I'm gonna get 8. That like and then it was it was like it wasn't really a pop. It was like you can't do that. It's 6 of y'all. If you eat all of this, like it was always a conversation for me. My siblings they used to break stuff and push stuff. That's what gives you a pop in my mom's house. Like making her have to spend money, hurting yourself so she can't work. Those things will get you a whooping. Like if you already hurt yourself, you will get a whooping on your way to the hospital because now she can't work. But other than that, my mom was a talker. She gonna talk you out.
Mm.
And
That
I'm the
was better
talker
than me.
in this house because everybody shuts down. Like when my stepson get mad, he stopped talking. My man get mad, he stopped talking. Everybody go to their corners. I'm the talker in the house. I bring the whole house to the living room. I'm like, okay, you're upset with your dad. What's going on? Okay, you are ready to strangle Kyrie. Let's talk about this. What's happening? And they meet in the middle. I've heard them having some of the conversations on their own. I was like, come on, look at my boys. They're getting it together. But for the most part, it's never really an issue. My man is a pushover, and Kyrie knows it, and so
Mm.
Hmm.
look at
Hey,
my
that's
boy.
what's up, though.
That's my boy. Look at him,
Mm.
pushover.
Yeah, man. It's interesting. It's an interesting conversation, yo. It's like every time we talk about kids and stuff like that, I was sitting there doing an episode this week where I was thinking about did I do this shit this week? Might have been last week. I was just talking about what you would. Oh no, that was in the morning on TikTok. I'm going live on TikTok. Yeah, I finally got a chance to go live and shit. But I sat there and I was asking people like, yo, if you could be single, married or single, like which would you choose? Like if you could take it back or whatever, do you enjoy it, or would you rather just like live your life with somebody, happy family, all that shit or whatever? And it's an interesting question, man. If you find somebody, go ahead.
I was gonna say I would like. So I'll be honest. Me of old, and Brian, you remember this version of myself. Me of old would have definitely like let me have my freedom. But
Yeah.
honestly, I think in the last year, truthfully, I have realized how affirming and beautiful it is to have somebody to like do life with.
Yes, I
And
agree fully.
for me, it's like I didn't understand it because I used to be like, why are people so crazy about the fact that they're single? Like y'all crying and going crazy. Like, what the fuck is the issue?
Yeah.
Until I got what it is that they're craving, and I'm like, this is amazing.
Yeah. It makes
like,
it so much easier too, man. It's one of those things where it's like, single shit, it's
Yeah.
always one of those grass is greener type of deals. You know what I mean? Like when you're in a relationship, especially a long one, you're looking around, you seeing other people doing shit. You're like, man, I wish I could fucking go and, I wish we talk about wrestling all the time. I see Bailey. I see fucking I just sent a thing to the chat a little while ago. I see these beautiful ass women. I'm like,
Yeah.
damn, I want a piece of that shit. But at the same time, I'm like, if I got that piece, after I got it, I'll be looking to go back home. Like, where my baby at, bro? Fuck all this. You feel me? Like, it's the grass is greener. You know what I'm saying? But some people don't feel it way. Some people are in a relationship and maybe they cheat. That's what we're talking about, the Ashley Madison and shit. Like some people feel like
Boy.
Oh my god,
How
that
would you
scared me
guys
so
feel
bad.
about? How would you guys feel about that? Because I watched that, and I'm pretty sure Brian, you just mentioned it. I'm pretty sure you had to watch it too. And I
Yeah.
said this, uh, to baby, and I was like, it the only way that works is because it was only one couple that I remember in that three-part series where I believe it was a couple who they were freely with it. It was like, yeah, man, shorty just get on it for sex, and I think the other guy was meeting with people, but when it all came out and about, you didn't hear nothing else from that one specific couple. But I
That's right.
also think that it's communication, which plays a whole huge factor into being like, you know what, I'm just not happy in this relationship. I think we maybe either could see other people or we do X, Y,
And
Z, and which stay together. But I don't know. I
I
don't
mean,
know how
sometimes
I would feel on that.
there's a happiness factor because you guys know that we're polyamorous. So because I'm pansexual, so I mean I could never be with him and like women and be completely satisfied if I'm going to be honest. And so I still engage with other women, and because I feel like it's fair and he's allowing an opening for me to engage with other women. If he should ever want to, he can. Now, because of the love that he has for me and the attraction that we have together, and because I'm good at what I do, he ain't really out here trying to be with no other woman. But the door is open. Like I'm never rude about that. And it's so funny because like if he does find somebody attractive and he like flirts with her, the first shit that come out their mouth is like, "You married her?" Or "What would your wife think about that?" And he like, "She's sitting right next to me." Like I don't see physicality in that form is as for me important as other people do. But then I also am a person who understands that like I need a polyamorous life. I think that's one of the things, like a lot of women hear me say that and they'll think like, oh, she just wants to make sure a man doesn't go anywhere with her. Like, no, I am open because I am an equal opportunity person, and I myself cannot be, I don't believe in monogamy. So I don't believe in just one person in my life. I believe that I have a huge heart, and I believe that there are certain parts of me that need to be loved in different ways. I don't want to put the task of another person to do that. Now, do I think that people that are in monogamous relationships are overtasking each other? No, because I have been accused of saying that after the statement I made. What I'm saying is, for the level of love that I personally need in my personal life, I have decided that polyamory is best. And because of that, I had that conversation very early in my relationship. A lot of men are not okay with it because a lot of men really want to be with you, or a lot of men like the idea of you being bisexual until they realize like you're really into girls. See, most dudes think, oh,
That's
bisexual girl.
that's a fucking true statement right there.
Yeah, like
I'll tell
most
you
dudes
right
think
now.
bisexual girl, they like, yay, everybody sucking my dick. Is wait until you get in the room with like bisexual girl and I have a dick, and then it's like, whoa,
I'm
whoa,
not talking about for that reason.
real.
I mean that's different. That's a different reason. I meant for the reason of it's shit's one of those things where it's like shit sounds fun until you really are involved.
Yeah.
Because I can imagine, like you said, we've had this conversation a bunch of times. Being able to be that understanding is a very fucking important feature to have if you're going to accept that lifestyle. Because it's like you just said, Harley, you said it in the middle of your conversation. You said, and he is with me because of I'm so good or whatever reason. He's choosing to say, you can go out and go be with somebody because I understand you need that, but I just choose to be with you. That's a huge statement in itself, man. But it's like you already laid out the groundwork. Like, this is my life. If you accept me, you accept it. Now, there's a lot of motherfuckers. I'm just gonna state this. I'm state this like just generalizing, but I'm pretty sure there's a lot of motherfuckers who have the same mentality because you like something and you're like, man, I love that. I love this job. It's great. It's overnight, but it's paying me $100 an hour. Then you get to that motherfucker and you gotta fucking and that's you every day, 7 days a week, and you're like, wait a minute. I thought I loved this shit. I thought I could deal with this shit. I thought it was good and positive. Now I'm realizing, maybe this ain't some shit I can deal with. And I
So
think
many
that
people
comes
have
into the
dated me and had that experience. That's why I love the way I communicate, because I've watched men deflate and get uncomfortable. And I'm like, wait, let's sit down. Let's talk about this. What's going on? And it's like nothing, because nobody wants to be a punk and be like, I can't take this, right? Because you're a man. And I've literally told men, you are uncomfortable, and I know you're uncomfortable, and it's okay. Like, we could just be friends. It ain't even got to be a thing.
Yeah, you
How about
have to Go ahead, Dre. My bad. I don't want to just
No, no, no,
dominate,
I
man.
was just saying, and I was just about to, because hey, it's a fun conversation. I was just about to say I would, assume some men would be, uncomfortable, and until it get to a certain point where it's like, oh shit, now, you know, when they get to a certain point, it's like, yeah, I'm uncomfortable. But I think, shit, if you are single and you just, messing around with different people, man, I think that's totally, up to you. But I think most men are
Yeah,
definitely uncomfortable with that shit. They shy away from it or won't even talk about
I
it
That's
got a
until
why
it's
my
time.
question.
rule of thumb is single. My rule of thumb was single for so long. That's why when guys be like, I want to make you
It
my
makes
girl,
sense.
I'll be like, don't be my boyfriend because this is fun when I'm not your girl. The first time somebody say, oh, I seen your girl outside holding hands with a girl. Or I seen your girl outside hugging up with a girl. How that make you feel? That's going to make you feel like less of a man. I don't want to put nobody in that position and you will not dim my light. I can be single and I can be one of many and you're one of many and you one of many in mine. But if you want to be my man and you want this life, then you want it. And if you don't, that's okay.
That's and
I'm
that's
okay
that's
being single.
that's
I'm
the
okay being by
acceptance.
myself.
That's the acceptance that somebody who accepts that situation, they would have to learn that acceptance because there's no way I would believe that anybody can walk into that unless they've experienced it previously, because like you said, you don't, most of the time motherfuckers don't know shit until they gain experience, until they go through it, until the wisdom is had, what I'm saying? So if you go through a situation like, yeah, well, you know what, fuck it, I think I can get down with this, and then like you said, that first time, yo, your girl was at the mall and she was fucking kissing this other girl, what's up? And then my man gonna be like, yo, nah, she cool, it's cool, and he be like, really, nigga? And
That's all it
then
take.
some real shit.
Yeah, look, add the
That's
cherry
all
on
it
the
take. Oh
top.
yeah.
That's it.
I'm like, add the cherry on the top. I'm a dancer. So they like, bro, you can't be fucking her.
Have fun, nigga. Oh yeah. Well, we had the conversation. We ain't wifing
Yes,
them, man.
and that's why I'm always good with being single because
Yeah.
I always tell people until this relationship, there has never been a relationship more enticing than stripper money.
Yeah. Listen. Yeah, you gotta make a decision. Yo. I was gonna ask this question though on the topic because Harley, it's always interesting because Harley, your life is interesting. So it's like it's interesting topic, man. It's like this is something that it's not easy for a lot of people to accept the boundary to be crossed between what's mine is also yours, and I fuck that shit. Never. But do you think?
It's a loner. It's like a
Yeah.
loner.
Well, yeah. However you look at it.
I'll borrow it sometimes.
And nobody having my baby.
It's
Fuck
gonna
that
bar.
shit. My dick is in her and it's sting. That's it. No other dick. No other tongue. No,
No
spit.
other,
I don't
no,
want
nah,
it. None.
shit.
other
Yeah,
tongue.
keep it over
None.
there.
But you
And I
think that it's easier?
for a lot of
My bad. Go ahead, Dre.
no, no, real fast. I think for a lot of guys too, they're like that, like Brian though. It's like, hold up, wait a minute. I mean, it's all fun and games until it's not fun and games. You feel me? Like you just
Woman
like,
getting
yeah, all
smashed
right,
out.
yeah, and it's like and communication is big, but then you also say, okay, well, let's do it. Let's have a threesome. Okay, then you fuck around, have a threesome. Then she liked the nigga more than
More than
Then she
you.
started liking you. Like I'm saying, it's all fun and games until it ain't
It
fun and
happens,
games
yo.
no more. You feel me?
That's right.
Like so, nah,
like,
baby,
my
you
line, I
mine
don't
and
do
I'm
double
yours, and that's how it is.
Yeah. That's how I gotta be.
Yeah,
Too.
that's
but-
my line. I don't do double D. It ain't gonna be me and another dude.
Two niggas.
Me and two dudes. I can't. I'm all right. Nothing against my double D girls. Hey, but no.
That's too much, man. But I was gonna say, do you think that it's easier for like your situation, like a woman to basically have a man and the man is kind of more accepting, like, hey, I like to date women too, and if I just want to let you know that that's what I'm gonna do in this relationship. If you choose to be with me, then that's one thing you're gonna have to accept. And then he's like, well, fuck it, I like you, I think we're good, so I'm gonna stick it out and see how long we can make it or whatever. Do you think that the roles can be reversed in that? You think it would be as successful if the man was saying, yo, check this out, not even that I like men, but I like women. And do you think that would be something acceptable?
So you think you
man, I'm just gonna be honest. I'm very open, but I wouldn't even date a bisexual man. But if it's for other women, I feel like the only way a woman would be okay with that is if she was out here like me.
Fucking
If a
around
woman
too.
if a woman was out here kind of,
You good?
is that perfect?
What happened?
Can you guys hear that, or is that just me?
Yeah, I don't hear. I hear the music. That's it.
Okay, I
music.
thought something else like okay, I don't know.
Nah, that was it. Yeah.
But no, I feel like if a woman was kind of having her own motion, then it would be okay. I don't think any woman is gonna sit in a house that's like faithful and monogamous and allow a man to be out there having sex with other women. Because I feel like it's a competition thing. I feel like with a man knows I can't compete with a woman. No matter how amazing a man is, no matter how many inches you got, no matter how amazing you is, no matter how long you eat it, you will never have a vagina. So for me as a woman, I don't feel like it's logical, but it feels a lot more logical to say, hey, you don't have a vagina. I like to interact with vagina, so I date other women. For a man to come and tell a woman, like, you got everything that I want, but I also want other women, I don't think it's unreasonable. I feel like you just got to find people that match. For instance, my man, a lot of the women that he talked to, he tell women, like, I mean, I do what I want to do. That's the first conversation that he had. And it's so funny because me and him, the way we found that we really match with each other is our first conversation sound the same. First thing he told me was like, I really like you and I think we might be able to be together, but I got to let you know that I do what I want to do. And if I want to do something that probably ain't with you, I might want to do it. Like, kind of like.
Oh, I mean, that's all right. Harley, it's a little different though. I never hear you that say that before. I thought you were saying like basically he's super committed and you're just like, hey, I'm doing what I want to do.
So he's a dog like I'm a dog. It's just I'm a man.
Oh, okay, that's a little different. Then okay, yeah, y'all both on the same page.
I'm outside. It's just I haven't found nobody else, so it's like I don't have to go looking for another dick sucker if she's amazing at it. But he will get out here in these streets if he needs to. Like, we're the same person. And
I think that's a misconception that women have about men. I think women have. I hear that shit a lot. Women say that about men a lot of times. I suck dick so good, so he's not gonna go look for another good dick sucker. That's not the point. Y'all do know that, right? We don't look for specifics like y'all. Y'all do that shit. We this is us. Let me say this. This is us. This is men. She look fucking good. I want to see what she tastes like. I want to see everything. I'm not there for specifics.
I do whatever because I'm telling you. That's what I'm telling you, right? I agree with you. I've agreed with you in this situation because I put this man outside and he'd be like, "No, babe, I'm good," because I know that I'm extreme and I'm a person who I don't stop him from being himself. I think a lot of women, they think they want somebody that's super freaky or super open, but then when he started pulling out things and wanting to do things, a lot of women have shied away from that. I was one of the first women who didn't. That don't mean that he won't get his dick sucked. He will get his dick sucked if it's being offered to him, and he will enjoy it. But he will come home and still get his dick sucked by me because I know that I'm the best to have ever done it. Am I? Okay.
Oh yeah. If he's in full acknowledgement, of course, he better not say no.
He just acknowledged it like shit though. But and with the answer your question, but that. I dig it.
One of our first conversations, I asked him, like, am I better? Am I good? He was like, no, my baby mama, she do this, that. He told me what she did. I even asked her a few pointers, and then I superseded it. That's how I look at sex. Sex for me is always like, that's why I'll be wanting him to get other people to come to the house. Like, let me see what she do, because I want to learn it, and I want to try it.
See, I also found out, like I was saying before about the grass is greener situation, like, sometimes, man, you like if you have something, you're not looking to match kind of what you have. Sometimes you could just be interested in what else is there. You know what I'm saying? So if you have somebody who's wild and freaky and shit like that, now maybe you do want to experiment with somebody. Oh, she's shy. She's a little bit timid. I like that. I already have this steak and shit that I'm eating at home, and now this little
you don't want the same steak. You
don't want the same shit. Yeah. So it's like you can challenge yourself.
And then to piggyback onto what you.
Good, Dre. I don't know if you got a little delay or not, but
I think so. But to piggyback, I don't think it's as successful as women, because women can be like, yo, you know what? I'm freely and I do whatever I want to do, and you can accept it or not and move on. And a dude be like, oh yeah, for real? All right, I'm fucking with you. But on the other hand, and as a guy, you meet a woman and you straight up honest with you, just like the girl straight up honest with the guy. But the guy was just like, you know what? But I don't really want no relationships. I don't do that. I fuck who I want, and I have different many women I want, and that perception is received different from the woman's perception because it's like, oh yeah, shorty lit, shorty, yeah, shorty, yeah. But then the woman see that for the man, she was like, okay, well, he's immature, grow up, it's like, well, damn, shit, I can't be freely and fuck who I want to
Yeah.
fuck.
That's
It's different. It's kind
yeah,
of like
Harley. You're a rarity. You're a rarity. Like that ain't usual.
yeah, yeah.
Women hear what they want to hear. Women gonna say, "No, I'm gonna change him." That's what a lot of women
That's right.
A lot of
That's
women
very true.
for me, they like, oh, he gonna want to be with me, or even women that he sleep with me, they'd be like, oh yeah, I'm gonna be with your man, but I'm like, but he gonna still fuck me and whoever else he wants.
Exactly. Yeah.
What's your problem? He can be your man. That's good.
But why would somebody leave when they can have both? I mean, it's not really beneficial. If I know that I'm fucking with somebody who's able to fuck with multiple people, I'm not gonna. There's no challenge there for me, really. Like if there is a challenge, because that's a big part of it too. Some people just like the challenge of being like, I'm gonna be able to take this motherfucker from him or her, and then you have that. But if somebody's like, hey, listen, like you walk into somebody and like, hey, we're a fucking swinger couple, and we like to be with different people.
They don't fuck.
It ain't nothing that's really interesting and entertaining about that.
Without the deception, I told my baby to start telling people that I don't know, so we can start getting some ass, and I'm gonna just be on the couch. Hey.
There you go.
How you doing?
Have that surprise, that shock when you walk in the room. Where the fuck are we at, Jenny?
Look, I got the blood in my hand. Like, keep going. Pretend I'm not here. I'm just a fly on the wall.
Hey, that's what's up, man. Definitely what's up. All right, you guys, man. We're gonna continue the show. Man, for real. Next topic, man, change, man. How you guys feel about change? I know a lot of people are not really big on change, but I feel like change within your life is definitely good, where this could be a different scenario, whether it's, changing, the household size, whether you adding another baby to it. And I feel like change to all of us. A lot of us don't want to, sometimes we get into this habit. We are creatures of habit. So, we are, and we continue to sort of do the same thing over and over and over and over, and it's like once that pattern gets broken, it throws, some of us, if not most of us, all off. But I feel like change is definitely important for all of us to, move forward, continue to grow, and be whatever you want to be in life. Though, how you guys feel about change?
Yeah,
because I know a lot of people don't like change.
I don't like when shit stays the same for too long. But I think that's a problem for me though, because I am spontaneous. I am kind of reckless. I take fucking chances, and but I'm also the nigga that I do this shit, this house shit. Like I told y'all before, I literally just took all my studio, I just changed all this shit. I just got done this whole week, man. I've been transitioned. I got out the backyard, just did a whole big ass TV over here. Like I'm constantly changing. Like to stay and not meaning that I need to do that, but it is just a part of me, bro. Like if I'm just like the same person eating the same thing every day, going to the same job every day, that routine destroys me, bro. I'll start fucking fighting for no reason just to break up the goddamn atmosphere. That's just me. I'm big with change. I want shit to continue.
Just something different. So you just like, hold up, wait a minute. This shit has been too much the same. Let's fucking fight.
That's me. That's me right there.
Wow, damn. We can't even have a peace. We can't go like, okay, so it's been 3 weeks, actually 3 months, and we ain't had one argument. So you the motherfucker to be like, oh,
I'm breaking dishes and shit. Fuck, what the fuck is in here? I'm flipping.
Damn.
No, want that boring ass shit. You gonna fuck your whole life up. You gonna fuck your whole life up being all regular and never changing, same fucking shit every day. Your wife gonna leave you and start fucking weirdos in the street for no reason, just because you ain't probably trying to be bored all fucking day, man. You gotta switch it up, yo. You gotta enjoy life to a degree.
I love change. I don't like small like day-to-day changes. Like I like my routine, and my routine varies. There's variations in my routine, but my routine is still very. I don't like changes in time. I'll say that. Like if I plan to be on my own for a day and somebody do not come over my house unannounced. Please don't ever because that changes my entire schedule for the day. I plan my days out, and if you come over my house, I'm gonna entertain you because of who I am, because of who I'm raised to be.
Exactly.
I'm off my schedule. I'm not doing my deliverables, and I'm going to be angry. So I don't like that kind of change, but I love micro. I mean, I love macro change. Like I love changing my life. This is my fourth life. I used to be an elementary school teacher, so it's like I love changing my life. I love it. I love it. Love it. Love it. But
Yeah.
I have to build up to it because my day to day life is very structured.
Mm.
Mm. Hey, I'm with you on that unannounced shit though, for real though. Only one person sort of could do that in a way is that's my mom, and
My
it's
mom,
like because I know if that when the buzzer ring, I'm like, okay, that's only a couple of people. Especially if I ain't get a text message, I ain't get a call. That can only be my mother right there, who show up unannounced. Because anybody else, they gonna call me and shit like that. Because if you show up unannounced, then obviously I'm not the type of person to be like, all right, well, grab a seat, sit down. I'm being
Yeah.
around. Nah, I'm gonna sit down and I'm gonna talk to you, and entertain you and shit. We gonna talk, but nah, don't show up
Yo, I'm
unannounced
not gonna
though. I
lie.
don't think
Listen,
anybody like
listen.
that.
Coming from, I was the unannounced nigga. I ain't gonna lie. Like, I don't like that shit in my house now. But like I told y'all a lot, bro. Like on this shit, like I was kind of a different person too. Well, I was a way different person. Like, we came from like dealing and shit like that or whatever. So it was like we used to have people come over to the fucking house every 5 minutes. Like it wasn't like nothing or whatever. We made our mistakes, because of that and shit like that. But from that is where I gained my clarity of like making sure that you secure your home. Like we went through raids before. Like we've had a lot of crazy shit happen to where it's like I understand why you don't just invite people to your home and just have people just showing up to your house and plotting on you. And there's a lot of different fucking reasons behind it. But I used to be that dude, man. I used to go to my people's house and fucking just enter. They knock on the door. I used to just walk out my house and just walk down the street, not even know where I'm going. Just like where the fuck I end up is where I'm at. And I go and just pop up at somebody's house, eat over their house, play their game, go out to the fucking movies afterwards. That was my regular existence, man, from like fucking 18 to like 24. So I get that life.
but that's
Yeah.
like, I'm grown as hell right now. Ain't nobody gonna be like I had like a few years ago. I had a friend send me a Snapchat from outside my door, like open the door. I mean, of course I let them in, but bro, don't ever in your fucking life show up to my house
Yeah.
and send me a video outside of my door and say open the door. Absolutely not.
Yeah. I told y'all the story on 11:30, I think beyond 11:30, about the time that I was talking to the girl and I called her or she called me and she was like, yeah, I'm gonna come over, and I was like, all right, fuck it, come over. And as soon as I hung up the phone, she knocked on my window.
Oh my
Yeah.
I told you that story, right? I had to tell you that fucking story.
No, I don't think you told us that story.
Holy shit! And then when
Wow.
we were in the room. She came in the room. My room was dark. I had the lights off. I was supposed to be getting ready to go to work because I worked overnight. And she came and she had knocked on the window, so I opened the door. I was like, hey, damn, that was fast. That was crazy. And she was like, yeah, I was around. So she came inside and she went and sat in my bed in my room. And I went out to tell my brother that I was like, yo, fucking this girl's called me. And as soon as I got the phone, she hung up. I mean, she knocked on the window. Like, she's in the room right now. So I went back in my room and nobody was there. The lights were off and I turned the lights on. And I'm sitting there like, where the fuck did this girl go? I thought she left. I thought she got upset because I told her. I was like, damn, how the hell did you get here that fast or whatever? So I'm sitting there looking around the house. My house wasn't that big. It was like a smaller, like we were renting like an apartment. And I'm looking around like, where the fuck did she go? And I went back to John. I was like, yo, Jake, she gone. She fucking left or whatever. So I went back in the room and I was going to fucking lay
In the
back
closet.
down. Yo, listen, check this shit out. I was going to lay back down. I turned my lights off. And I fucking went to close the door. She was standing in back of the door, facing the wall. She had a puffy white coat on, no bullshit. When I tell you, I was like, what the fuck? Yeah.
What the fuck?
Bruh. I can't believe I didn't tell y'all this shit.
Did that scare the shit out you?
Before.
How did you
Hell
feel about
yeah.
that? Like,
I was shitting bricks. I was like, yo, what the fuck? I was like, I know I told her, I was like, yo, I thought you left. And she was like, nah. She's like,
And what'd she say?
Or whatever. She was just like kind of laughing. Yeah, she was just kind of laughing. I don't even remember if she said I was just playing. I just remember she was laughing. And then I sat on the bed and she sat on the bed too. But I knew she wanted to fuck. Like that was why she came over. And bro, this shit goes deep because this is the same girl I don't know if I told y'all the story, but it's the same girl that it was like a couple of nights before this. She came over my house. This is how crazy I am. But I was like kissing on her and stuff, and she was saying no, no, and the lights were off, and she was saying no, no. And then I started kissing her stomach. I lifted her shit up, and I was kissing her stomach, getting lower. And she's like, no, no, please stop, please stop. And I shitted on myself.
Literally?
I was like, I got up. No, I didn't really shit on myself, but I was shitting. Because I was like, are you? I was like, whoa. I was like, whoa, oh my. I was like, I'm so sorry. Like I thought you were into it. And she started wiping fucking tears from her eyes. And I was like, yo, this is fucking crazy. I was like, yo, listen, here, no problem here. Let's go. Come on, I'll take you home. Like, but she was like, no, I'll just walk. It's okay. And I was shitting bricks, yo, because I thought she was gonna try to say like I did something to her. But this is the same girl. So she called me the next day, a couple of days later, and I still invited her over. And then she hiding behind my door. I still smashed her though. I smashed her fucking head off.
I mean, of course, she got a fucking crazy.
I mean, of
bitch.
course,
Wow.
yeah, you know, yeah. But damn, for
I
you to
had
be
some
hiding
fun,
behind the
yo.
door
You
and
definitely
then
got
that
a
puffy
crazy
ass coat.
bitch. That pussy was superb, I bet.
I'm telling you, yo. That shit was crazy.
I love me a good crazy
Yo, that
bitch.
is.
Can't
That
stay
shit was
with
crazy.
Yo,
Yeah,
man,
I had a lot of
nah,
crazy stories like that, man.
yeah,
you. That
that's crazy all the way right there.
one, that
hmm
one was classic. I love that one.
There was also one just similar. This isn't me, but this is kind of a similar situation. I was doing cable, and one time I was it was like I go into a lot of different houses and stuff like that, but it was a basement, and I was looking for like where the wires were. Usually your wires are like in a basement and shit like that or whatever. So it was a family, black family. Daughter was staying in the basement, mom was in the thing. I wasn't thinking nothing. I'm just going to the house like hating my fucking life, like I'm tired of this job and all that shit. So I'm sitting there. I went downstairs, and the daughter was in the room, laying on the bed. It was like downstairs in like the basement, and I went to go open like a corner because I was looking for where the wires were, and I turned the light on. I'm just looking for the fucking wires, just sitting there, standing there, and the mom came down. When the mom came down, the daughter jumped up and went to like the little closet area where I was. When I tell you, I turned around, and you know when you see something at first, and you're like, wait a minute, what the fuck is that? And I was looking, and I had just saw it. It was like a T-shirt, and I saw just the sleeve of the T-shirt. And I turned around, the mother and the daughter standing right in the doorway, and I looked up, and I saw the back of the guy's head. He was standing right in the fucking space of the wall, standing super still. And when he saw that I saw him, he turned his head. He was like, and he shook his head. He was like, no, 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 don't do it. He didn't say nothing. He was just like, no. And I looked at the daughter, and I saw her. Her eyes were wide, and right there, I got what was going on. She was sneaking the guy into the fucking house.
Oh shit!
But when I saw it, I mean, it was not. I almost shitted on myself because I was like, yo, y'all are. I did just like I was like, yo, y'all are fucking crazy. I said that while I was standing right there, but I didn't blow up her spot. I was like, nah, man, I just saw something over here. But when I tell you that shit scared the shit out of me.
Oh.
Yeah, man.
Mm.
Yeah, I got some
Damn,
crazy ass
man.
stories, man.
That's
Shit was
hot, man.
wild.
That's
Yeah.
yeah, definitely. All right, you guys, man, we gonna continue the show. Keep it moving on. All right, you guys, man, it's time. For the 11:30 podcast. Hot seat, guys. All right. It's time for the hot seat here on the 11:30 podcast show. All right, I got 5 questions for you guys, man, and we're gonna roll with it. You guys ready?
Let's rock. Hey,
All right. First question: can you guys be with someone who doesn't give head?
No.
yeah, I could. I could.
Okay,
It
Faithfully,
ain't,
good.
it
I
ain't the
mean,
most important shit to
Okay.
me.
Mm.
it's up there.
I can do other shit.
Says up
Now,
there.
if you don't give head and then you got like mad other shit going on, then we might have more questions. But yeah,
Okay. Okay, I'm right along with you. That's not the biggest, thing on the
yeah.
list though. So I'm saying nah. Okay, all right. Who y'all helping first though? It's sort of a video, not necessarily a video, but who you guys helping first? Um, Granny, your mommy, your spouse, or your daughter?
My husband.
My daughter.
Your daughter.
Oh yeah. Daughter first. That's my baby.
Okay.
My
Okay.
husband.
So,
That's my baby. I'm gonna
okay.
get my baby right. Everybody
Husband
might get
first.
some help, but I'm
Okay.
helping my baby first because he gonna help me help everybody else on this list.
Yeah, I gotta protect the daughter.
He
The
gonna
rest,
pay
rest
for
of them.
whatever the fuck I need after I help everybody else on this list. So let me get him right because whatever he can do to make that come back to me, and then he's gonna help me help everybody else on this list.
There you go.
If I help any of
Yeah.
them, they just gonna all still need help again. My baby, me and him back against the world, baby. I'm gonna help him first, and then we gonna get everybody else right.
Oh, so
Yeah.
are we supposed to read the questions here, or
No,
just
no, you
gonna
ain't
be
got to
general
though. But
questions?
it's just who you helping first though. Obviously, Granny. Hey, grandbaby. She won a few dollars. She trying to get some food. You got your spouse
Okay.
said, "Baby, I lost my wallet. At work, would you cash out me $200 till Friday?" Then you got
Oh,
your mom.
yeah, that's
Excuse me.
definite.
You got your mom. Hey, baby, I have surgery coming up for my heart. Could you lend me $1,000? Insurance won't pay for it. And then
I
of
wouldn't
course you
even
got the
lend
last
that. I would just
one.
give it to her. Yeah,
Yeah.
yeah. If I had it.
Yeah, yeah. And then of course the last one, your daughter. I need $500 for school prom.
Yeah, that's gonna
So
already happen
I
anyway.
mean,
Yeah. Okay.
yeah.
If you're reading
My
the questions, I'm helping all of them. Really.
I mean, yeah.
What are
I
fucking
mean, really, you
options?
are though. I mean.
Yeah.
you know, Granny understand, she no longer is. So I know my mom would be like,
Yeah.
go ahead and take care of what you got to take care of. So definitely, by the
Yeah.
daughter, I'm definitely, because I hear a lot of guys, who do have daughters, like Brian was talking about earlier, his 5-year-old daughter is different, obviously, from having from having a boy, so
Yeah.
yeah,
Yeah.
I
It's different with
definitely,
a daughter, man. It's weird. It's weird. It's weird to say that, but like, of course, I love my son. My son's my first, bro. But when you got a little girl, and it's just like, you know the world, and also because I'm wild and like, I've done shit and I know how I am, so I'm protecting them from like niggas like me and shit. So it's just weird. It's different
Mhm.
when you got a daughter, man.
Yeah,
Different.
and I think also too when because you're a guy, you know how guys are, and
Exactly.
we'll sit back and be like, damn, she fat as shit, and whatever like that, and you don't want nobody being like that about your daughter, and be like, hold up, wait a minute, motherfucker, that's my girl you
Yeah.
talking about right there. So
For
yeah, I
real. For
understand.
real.
With your son, is like, damn, she fat, yeah, she is, daddy. Yeah, hey, yeah,
Yep.
my
That's right.
man, my man. So I get it. All right.
That's real shit.
Would you rather have your parents walk in on you or walk in on your parents?
You can walk in on me. She had me. I don't want to see that.
I saw both. I've had both of that already happen. I walked in on
Oh
my
man.
parents. I walked in on my parents when I was like 10 years old, and that was a fucking bad
Yeah.
experience. But then also, my mother walked in on this girl giving me head or whatever in my bedroom one day, and then she's gonna tell me to close the door. I'm not close the door. Keep the door open. Like, nigga, you know what's going on
What was
here.
that supposed to mean? Like, yeah.
Yeah, she didn't
Just
want me
keep
to
the door
keep
open
doing what I was
now.
doing. Yeah, she knew what I was doing. But yeah, I both of that shit happened.
Oh, okay. She to make it seem like she was doing, a good gesture. Just leave the door open. You good? You good? I guess. You
Yeah,
good? I
like,
already know
nigga,
what you're
we
doing. You ain't got to close
fucking
it.
nobody in my house.
All right. You met your 18-year-old self. You're allowed to say 3 words. What would it be?
Save money, nigga.
Hmm.
Keep
Shit,
it
my
Forever.
18-year-old self.
keep it the same. It's
Yeah.
sound good, girl.
Keep it the same.
Keep this shit.
I probably would say believe in yourself, because obviously my situation growing up, I don't, I ain't see nobody growing up who sort of had a disability or were in wheelchairs or on television or anything like that. You just like, nah, that's not the world for me. Or when you get into certain conversations, you're like, hey, I can't do that, can I? I mean,
Yeah.
everybody who do that, they walk and shit like that. So I probably would tell myself, believe in yourself, more than actually, do I do now. So yeah,
Dre, I
definitely.
don't know how the fuck it's not happened. It's probably because we have so many shows. I gotta get you on the show, bro. Like, literally, like, I
Yeah.
want to interview you and have an actual show. If you ain't doing nothing this Tuesday, I'm telling you right now, we need to do a show. Cause I really want to get
Okay.
talk about your life and talk about shit. I've been wanting to do that for a while, man. But I don't even remember, like, half the time. Like, we just talk, man. I don't even. But you seem like an interesting dude. You got a very good like like character about you, like no matter what, like you carry yourself well and you are invested in people's stories. Like you even told me one time, like I like talking to people because it's like you get different interactions, different ideas and shit like that from people and stuff. I gotta have you on the show, bro. I definitely got to interview, bro, for real.
Okay, cool. Hey, look
For real,
here,
for real.
it's been way overdue,
Yeah,
too
yeah,
long.
for
So
real.
I love it. All right, next one. Would you rather go back to the Would you rather go back to the past and meet your loved ones who passed away, or go to the future and meet your children or grandchildren to be?
That's a hard one right there. I don't know. I don't know if I would want to go meet my kids when they get older, man. I don't want to know what happens to them. I kind of want to, because then you got to live with that if it's bad or good, you have to live with that understanding. Like I guess I'd probably go back to somebody that passed, and I can talk to him, be like, yo, this is what happened to me. This is where I'm at. I missed you, and have that closure, I guess. Yeah.
Yeah,
I would
I think.
pass
Good. Look,
I would to the past and I would talk to my mother's grandmother. She raised my hero, and I just want to know everything she knows. Because my mother's grandmother, she raised my mom to be one of the most amazing human beings to ever walk this earth. And so I would want to sit down with Grandma Bill.
mm. Well, I know for me myself, man. Obviously, my brother, who was killed 2 years ago, definitely have dreams about him. I actually got mad at
Yeah.
fiance one time because she kept waking me up, and I was having a dream about him, and I was like, shit, I can't remember it, but you woke me up this time again. But definitely him, and talk to him and shit like that. And another person would probably be my grandmother, because I remember like here in DC where they got it's called Metro Access, where senior citizens, people with disabilities or whatever like that, they got this door to door transportation. And so I woke up, my sister woke me up, and I went back to sleep, but then she came back in and was like, yo, wake up, it's time to go, you gotta get up and get dressed. So I'll get up and I'm getting dressed and I'm moving around, and maybe probably like 20 minutes of getting dressed, they called and it was like, yo, they outside and shit. And they only could wait 5 minutes. That's the
Yeah.
bullshit. They only could wait 5 minutes. So I'm putting my shoes on. I'm like, man, I'm about to go down there, meet the person, let them know they see me. And like, don't leave and everything. So put my shoes on and everything, go back down there, man. They gone. And mind you, that just the day of my grandmother's funeral. So I'm sitting there and I'm like, damn, I ain't got no way there because I'm trying to take my motor chair to go and get there and move around as please instead of someone having to push you and
Yeah,
X
yeah,
Y
for
Z and
sure.
stuff like that. So the whole I think the actual I guess funeral I didn't make, but I made the after service and stuff like that. Probably them probably would be the two reasons, and they're kind of like I do feel bad about missing that funeral
Yeah, yeah,
of
yeah,
my
for sure.
grandmother's. So yeah, that's the
That's
story.
interesting, bro.
That's
I mean, that's
that's my
that that's also a good thing. Like you also just said it though. I don't know if I've ever told you even Dre, because I know you did tell me about your brother. But yeah, my brother passed. And I say my brother, like he really was my brother. Like it was basically like my best friend. Like his older brother basically helped like guide me into kind of the person that I am now, and shit like that or whatever. Since I was like in sixth grade, you know what I'm saying? So it was like we grew up with him, and he passed a couple years ago. And like you said, bro, it's crazy. Like you said about the dreams, because a lot of times, I have like these very whenever sometimes I dream. I'm not that person that wakes up and remembers every fucking detail. Like Tiff be talking, oh well, I did this. I'm like, how the fuck do you remember? I can't remember my dream half the time. But whenever Greg's involved, I'm sitting here like I remember everything he's doing, like telling me. Like the other night, it was like literally just the other night. That's why as soon as you said that shit, it clicked hard for me. Like I was like, damn, yeah, that's right, bro. You tell me
yeah.
about your brother all the time.
and
It's
and,
fucking
and it's so
crazy.
funny to me before he passed away one time. He was sitting on the edge of the bed and he was eating something and he said, "Do you remember your dreams?" And I was like, "I don't
Mm,
remember all of them." And he sat there and was like, "Man, nigga." So that hit me. That bring
yeah,
back certain shit, and I'm like, "Damn, nigga, if I come to you in your dreams, my nigga, you gotta remember them." That's all
I'm
I
telling
hear
you,
him, when
bro.
he's saying
I'm
that
trying
shit.
to tell
So
you.
That right
It's some
there.
real shit. That's that spiritual
Yeah.
connection shit, bro. I'm learning more about. Man, we can really take this deep. I'm telling you right now. But I'm learning more about this shit, bro. Because like, I'm the type of dude where it's like I said before, I'm fucking crazy. Like like my mentality is not all it's all put together and all this extra shit. But I'm starting to get deeper in like spiritual and shit like that, whatever, and really understanding. It's real, man. Like there's deeper connections with each other that we really don't pay much attention to because we have such direct, methods of communicating with each other, whether it be physical, whether it be verbal. You know what I'm saying? But the connection that you have, especially with like your family and shit like that or whatever, when they come to you, you have a different understanding of them because you've been around them your whole life. You know what I'm saying? You understand where they're coming from, and they're also a part of you. So it's like when they come into you in your dreams and shit like that or whatever, and they're talking to you, especially if they passed on and shit like that, it's got to be some kind of like relatable, essence, whatever, that's got motherfuckers really speaking to you because you understand them. That's what they say. They're with you still. It's truth, man. It's a lot to that shit, bro. It's not as just like metaphorical like people try to make it. I think it's a lot deeper than that shit.
Nah,
it's
is
crazy combo.
And how you mentioned, your brother and me and my brother, we don't have the same mom and we don't have the same dad. He is my sister's. He's my sister's brother. So all of them got the same. My older sister, my other sister, and my littlest brother all got the same father, which is his dad as well. I'm the only
Yeah.
one who got a different, dad. So and we click the most, we bond the most, and we always hung out. And the intro that you guys hear, that's him on the intro.
Oh,
So
okay.
when he passed
I didn't know
away,
that.
I took it off because it was like, damn, hearing his voice. But I was like, he the one who fucking got me in this shit. So why not?
That's
So
right.
yeah, that's that.
That's
I
awesome,
love
bro.
that, man.
I
Losing a
love that.
like losing a lung. G, like my sister dying in my childhood home and my mom still living there 3 years later. That shit just every time I go visit my mom, I'm just reminded of the worst fucking day of my life. But it's also like my place of peace, right? So my mom's house is where I go to like reset. Like if I'm annoyed with everything in the world, if I'm cursing every 3 words, I just call her like I'm gonna come over there, and I just go sit on her couch, and it's just different. But there's an emptiness there because my sister not there, and it's like I can't shake it. But I know she okay, and I know that she's more okay where she is than in this world going through what she went through. So I have to be okay with that. But that shit.
Yeah, it's hard, man.
Yeah,
It's
it
definitely
is.
hard.
It is. And this has been an awesome, space, for the three of us to open up and vent like that. Because of course,
For
like
real.
personal stuff like that, it'll get to you and make you sometimes don't want to talk about it or think about it or just go the other way. So
Yeah.
this is what it's about, man. Definitely this is what it's about.
Yeah.
All right,
Yeah,
you
we need
guys.
to be on
You want
11:30, bro. We ain't had this motherfucker in a
yeah,
little while. For real.
exactly. All right, you guys, we're gonna end it on a more interesting note, not more sad. Okay, you guys, it's time for the WTF moment of the week. All right. It's time for the WTF moment of the week, man. And this week, WTF moment is pretty interesting, man. I seen this video and I want to give you guys opinion on it.
Nearly
Let's
made a
go.
$273 million mistake. He bought a lottery ticket, a winning lottery ticket, but he left it at the store, and thankfully an honest cashier came to the rescue. Now they're reunited, and TJ Holmes has the story. Hey, TJ.
Okay, Stray, get this. This man says he has not held a job in 15 years. And he still doesn't have a job this morning. But after you win $273 million, you go from being unemployed to now being retired. But he left his retirement fund lucky in more ways than one.
I still don't think it hit me totally, but it feels good.
54-year-old Mike Worski is the latest man to join the multimillionaire club. Overnight, cashing in his winning $273 million Mega Millions lottery ticket.
My mother, she was sitting 5 feet away from me, and I told her, and she said, "Get the hell out of here, you're lying."
But this mega moment almost never happened.
I bought tickets, and messing with my phone and putting my money away. 2 hands. So I set the tickets down, thinking I was going to pick them up and walk out, and I just walked out without the tickets.
Worski was answering his cell phone after purchasing the tickets, and he accidentally left them behind at this convenience store in New Jersey.
I was cleaning up. He was the last person in here buying lotto, and his tickets were here on the counter. So I put them for safekeeping under our register.
Quick check. Cashier Phil Campolo held on to the tickets and gave them back to Worski when he returned the next day.
There's not many people that are honest like that.
ABC News exclusively reunited Worski with his Samaritan savior.
I don't want to get emotional on camera, but I can't ask for a better present.
Get that nigga $1 million, bro.
We're going to be friends.
Yeah, that nigga a handshake. You know.
Thank you.
You know he ain't giving no money.
Worski's
that
life
nigga
is
quick check right now.
Changed by one small event that they both believe was fate.
I'm going to give him something, yes, but I'm going to keep that private.
Get that nigga $1
one
million.
fascinating part of this he did address, and this is a moral question for you all. He got divorced in October. Okay? His wife supported him for 15 years while he did not work. What is the right thing to do? I've had the whole studio
I
upset
hate
about
that
it.
man. I hate that
I
motherfucker.
don't know. I've had all kinds of arguments with people.
I hate
Right
that
now, what he should
motherfucker,
do.
yo.
He's gotta give him money. He's gotta,
Yeah, of course.
He should,
He still should give the friend some money.
Yeah, he should give the guy who got saved a ticket, and then he should give his wife 20% after.
At least 20?
20, huh?
15 years, or at least 15%
I'm
a
going to
year.
go with half.
You crazy.
Okay.
Of course a goofy chick would say some shit like that.
Of course she said. Of
Fuck
course.
you.
Of course.
Yeah,
We ain't
definitely
together
not.
anymore.
To get shorty
No.
some. Yeah, you without no job. Go live your life.
I mean,
with that money, but break her
That's
off.
a crazy ass video right there. Listen, we gonna talk for an hour about
is.
this shit.
$1 million is the bare minimum, though. But you won $273 million right there. You left it on the counter, and somehow this dude was like, you know what, man, I ain't gonna be that way. I'm gonna put it on the register, see if he come back with it and give it back to him. And he gave him what? I think he gave him $1 million or $5 million. I think that was
He did?
the actual outcome. Yeah, he did give him something. Yeah, he did. He did give him something.
Good
but
shit.
I was like, you know, I would at least gave him maybe, I don't know. You know, this is speaking.
I'd have given him $1 million.
10,
I'd have given him, I ain't gonna lie.
$1 million?
Yeah. $1 million would have
But,
been
I
had.
mean, he
That's
could have
it.
kept it. He could have kept it though. Like just
But he
$1
didn't
million.
know.
I mean,
You know what I'm saying? He didn't know.
Yeah,
He
you're
didn't
right.
know it was a winning ticket.
$1 million is life changing money. You right about that though. But I mean,
Yeah, $1 million's
damn.
good enough.
I mean, let's.
That's that good. I like that fact.
Yeah. But the fact that
I
he
dig
divorced
it.
his wife right after or whatever, the thing I don't like is I don't like a nigga that's standing around and let a woman raise him. I don't know what the situation is or anything like that or whatever.
Yeah.
But I don't like a man who sits on his ass and the woman is the breadwinner and all that shit. I don't like that shit.
Like,
And then-
time,
Yeah, I can't.
Everybody had down moments, but if you just ain't doing shit, no, boy.
And then this loser ass nigga just wins the lottery. Like, how lucky are you?
Mm-hmm.
You don't work. You get 15 years of freedom, and somebody's taking care. And you got a wife. You getting some ass or whatever you getting at the side, and then you just leave her and win the lottery. This is the luckiest nigga in the planet. I hate him.
Ain't that something?
Right out of Jersey too. That's my shit. That's home right there. I'd have found that ticket and be like, all right, niggas, your shit, whatever. I want 150 mil. I want half, nigga.
That's what I'm saying though. Like
now, nigga.
at least like I said, maybe a little bit more, man, because he could have kept that zone for himself and everything, man. He ain't had to even like, yo, man, hey, I'm gonna keep it. But I think he also was thinking maybe, oh, you know what? If I save it, he come back for it. You know, I saved it. He'll give me something anyway, you know. But I don't.
Now,
I don't
after
know.
watching that,
WTF?
I ain't gonna lie to y'all. After watching that McDonald's documentary, I believe that every person that win these large amounts of money is just clean up for these other criminal organizations. But that McDonald's shit fucked me up.
I gotta check it out now. Yeah. If everybody tell me a documentary, I gotta watch it.
It's called McMillions. It's on HBO Max. That shit fucked me up. All of the million winners, the big winners, was cover ups for another organization, and this man was giving it to the people that he knew, but making them pay him. You gotta watch.
Holy shit.
Oh,
Yo,
I'm gonna
telling you
watch
now,
that.
bro. It's
I'm a
gotta
big-
be something, yo.
Yeah, I'm a big fan.
Every
of
time I see this
documentaries.
shit,
I'm definitely watching that.
me too. I'm a huge fan.
Yeah, I
but
love documentaries.
literally, like when you see people win the lottery, like it's such a crazy. I mean, I want to play it. I want to play it.
I know.
Bro, I don't fucking
Yeah.
know, man.
Hey.
I want to play it, but I just can't.
This is where y'all get around by a tractor and you just won $2,500,000.
Listen, lucky motherfucker, man. As much as you want to do, as much as your dreams that you have, I'm one of them type of people too, where I take my calculator when I'm bored, and I'll just go ahead and put in a number like 1 million, and then I'll start subtracting like reasonable shit too. Like I'm gonna buy a house, 425,000. I'm gonna do this, and just watch the number and just see how much I got left. I'm gonna save this much, and then I just watch the number. And I'm like, if I win the fucking lottery, I know exactly what I'm gonna do. You know what I'm saying? Like, and just to hear somebody win that shit. Like, it's just unreal, man.
Speaking it into existence, man. I see what you're
crazy,
doing,
bro.
Hey,
It's crazy.
hey, that's what's up. I ain't gonna hold you folks, man, for too much longer, man. This has been a wonderful edition of the 11:30 podcast show, man. Live, man. I appreciate it. You guys so much. And I said at the end of the show, man, got to give you guys an update of Beyond 11:30. So Beyond 11:30 will be returning next month, you guys. Next month in July, you guys. So we're gonna be chatting more awesome, fun conversations and doing some fun things, man. I got some interesting revamping I want to do, obviously, with the podcast. The wrestling is definitely number one. So definitely keep the growth going. So this has been a wonderful show. Definitely, you guys, man, follow the 11:30 podcast on all social media platforms. Harley as well, and my guy Brian B, which he got the Beeline Entertainment show coming up in just a few. So you guys, man, definitely go tune in.
We actually postponed it. We postponed it. It's gonna be next week. Yeah, we're gonna. Yeah, we gonna.
Okay.
I'm gonna chill. I'm gonna go chill today. I'm tired.
Okay.
I did the 11:30. I feel good. So next week we'll be back with entertainment show for sure. Yeah.
Gotcha, man. Hey,
Yes,
look
sir.
at this was awesome. I appreciate you guys, man. I'm about to go grab something to eat and chill out for the rest of the day. But
That's
yo,
right.
until next time, you guys, man. Yo, it's your man Dre, aka Dre on Wheels. Oh, and next week's episode is the 200th episode of the 11:30 podcast, you guys. So I'm excited for that as well. I got my guy Quan John gonna be on and a couple other guests. So until next time, you guys, it's your man Dre, aka Dre on Wheels, my girl Holly. Thank you so much. And my guy Brian B. Until next time, you guys, man. We out.